much about that stuff, like mystical things or anything. But I just thought this would be nice to take a look at. And I've also got my cup of tea here. So I'll periodically be taking sips from that. Okay, so let's start out with the box. Which is Oracle. So let's open it up. And as you can see, it comes with a little booklet, the Literary Witches Oracle, a 70 card deck, and guidebook. Let's take it on out. I'm sorry about the noise. My neighbors are always being loud. Oh my goodness, I swear. I'm actually gonna take off my Apple Watch because I don't want it to go off or anything. Anyway, back to the Literary Witches little handbook they give you. We can kind of flip through it. Probably not gonna read a lot. Well, let's read this. The Literary Witches Oracle. And it says, as with tarot cards, oracle cards serve as mediums for personal reflection. The symbolism of the cards can help you interpret your experience. Your experiences and focus your energy. However, while tarot cards contain 78 cards and an elaborate visual system, oracle decks have no set number of cards and no structure to be studied. Oracle cards stand on their own and can be used one at a time to address a question or orient you for the day. They can also be read in a multiple card spread to tell a more complex story. This 70 card oracle deck is based on Literary Witches, a celebration of magical women writers, a book by Thaisa Kitaiskaya. I'm so sorry if I definitely pronounced that wrong, but I apologize. And Katie Horan, that reimagines visionary women writers as witches, formidable figures of creativity and empowerment. Just as the book honors the conjuring powers of women authors throughout time, the Literary Witches Oracle is an invitation to access and nourish your own inner witch, and that wise being who knows exactly what is going on and what to do. Using the 30 author portraits from the book, The Witches, as well as 40 new paintings inspired by the book's imagery, the witches' materials, these cards offer the presence of magical literary artists and their witchy familiars as portals to guidance and meditation. So that's a little background on that. And I think I'll just look at this, because I feel like this would be really important. Reading the cards. The other cards in this deck, the witches, are figures wandering and brooding over an enchanted landscape. The witches' materials are creatures and objects, ghosts, eel, lantern, and so on, haunting the landscape, companions, talismans, or ingredients for spells. All of these beings are alive for you to observe and make sense of with your own powers. The words on the cards and in this booklet provide suggestions for interpretation, some purposefully contradictory, some mystic and ambiguous. In the spirit of the book and the literature it celebrates, this deck plays with language and imagery and invites you to do the same. You may choose to bring specific questions to the cards, or just an open mind. Only your intuition can tell you what the cards truly mean, and each card can and should be read differently depending on the reader, recipient, and situation. The possibilities expand even further in a multiple card spread, where the layout creates a story and each card contributes to the telling. Where to begin? Initiate yourself into the Literary Witches Oracle with the 2 sample layouts that follow. This is Emily Bronte. The Wolves. Let's see. Single card layout, daily reading. Shuffle the deck and choose a card at random. Throughout the course of a day, reflect on the card's meaning and its relation to the thoughts and events that occur. This can be a revealing exercise and a way to break out of routine ways of thinking. So let's see what they have. I was kind of wondering if I could do one. Okay, let's do something like this: past, present, future. Shuffle the deck and choose 3 cards at random. Line them up in a row, face down, and then turn them over, one at a time or all at once. The left card represents the past. The center card represents the present, and the right card represents the future. Example 3. So, should I move to a new city? Is an example of a question that you might ask it. Past this chicken, the cackle engine, past lore. So let's see. We'll ask it a question. And we'll get our past, present, and future, and then I think we can just look at this guide to let us know what it is, but it did say it can mean whatever you want it to mean. It could mean what your intuition says it is. Okay, let's take out the cards and then we can shuffle them. Ooh, so many. Okay, so I am not a particularly good shuffler, so I'm thinking what I can do is get a little reading, then we can just kind of browse through them and just take a look at them, just to admire the art, you know. Okay, let's look at the cards, shall we? Let's first put this away for now. Put this, close this. And we will shuffle the cards. So, how exactly do you shuffle cards? I'm not sure if I know how to shuffle a card deck. My dad is actually an expert at shuffling cards, but he never taught me, so I guess I never asked to learn, did I? So what my dad usually does is he cuts them in half, then he fans them one into the other, but I don't think I can do that. I just also want to be really delicate with the cards because I feel like they're so beautiful. I don't want to, you know, mess them up. discount is shuffling them. You can see how much I play poker, can't you? Okay, so we do 1, 2. Oh, I'm gonna need some more room. Let's move you over T. 1, 2, and 3. A little out of frame, but that's okay. So what question shall I ask? Let's see. What do I want to know? I want to know. Should I? It seems like somebody's playing very loud music. Hopefully me just talking will drown it out, even though I'm obviously whispering, but okay. So let's see. My question was, should I move? I'm just gonna say, should I move? Let's look at my past. It's the wolf. Don't know what that means. Maybe my past was vicious, brutal. My present. Oh, my favorite poet, Emily Dickinson. Oh, my present. That just means, oh, the soul. What could it mean? I'll check in the booklet, but I'm trying to do my own interpretation as well. The soul. Emily Dickinson. My present is soulful, but always more to be desired. Just like Emily Dickinson. It's a bit trapped, wasn't she? She wrote beautiful poetry. And now my future. Anais Nin, the subconscious. Now Anais? I do not recognize, so I couldn't tell you. But my interpretation is because I don't know who she is, but if you look at the little illustration, it looks like there's a lot of eyes, visionary. She's in the ocean. She's drowning. She's not drowning though, is she? But she is in the ocean and she's writing. So maybe my future. I can see it. There's a vision there. I may be in one place, in a very scary place, but I'm still writing. That's my interpretation. Huh? So what does that mean if I'm in one place but I'm still writing? It could mean a new adventure in being lost in the ocean, lost in a new place, but I'm writing. Or maybe it means that I have to stay in the same place. Keep writing. Let's check out the book. See what the book says. In alphabetical order. Let's look. Okay, well, it seems that Emily Dickinson, spiritual life, the inner world, the unknown. It says Emily Dickinson, spent her whole life in Amherst, Massachusetts, refusing conventional religion and her prominent family's exhausting social schedule. She instead cultivated a unique spiritual and social life. She wrote long letters to friends, worked in the garden, and created strikingly original poetry about God, death, pain, and love. When Dickinson died, even those closest to her were shocked to find her life's work of 1,800 poems neatly folded in a drawer. True, but what does it mean? I guess it doesn't show me. But that kind of makes sense because that's where I am right now. The subconscious Anais Nin, the unexplored submerging surfacing. Born to Cuban parents, Anais Nin, sensitive, magnetic, fashionable, was raised in Europe and New York. As an adult in Paris, she forged fluid new literature of female consciousness. Much has been made of her erotica, but her chief artistry in this non-lurid works. Nin's fiction and her masterpiece, A Lifelong Diary, explore the fractured self, her complicated feelings for her father, psychoanalysis, love, and adventures of all sorts. So it seems that she represents the unexplored, submerging, surfacing. Wow! Does that not seem totally on point? My question was about moving, and I specifically, what I meant was moving to the city where my university is at. I'm doing graduate school for poetry right now, and I'm currently living in my hometown, just doing it all distance learning. But I'm wondering if I should take the leap. I mean, it's only 2 hours away, but if I should take the leap and just move there, just to be close to all school things and all my classmates. A lot of my classmates live in that city, and I would like to meet them, at least, safe distance, and wearing a mask and everything, being safe. But how interesting. And the wolf, where's the wolf? Is he the last one? There you are, wolf. The self without others, a calling, the great expanse. He was the last one. The self without others, a calling, the great expanse. So my past was kind of self without, maybe lonely, a calling, the great expanse. I had a calling in my past, and I've reached where I am now, my present, where some things may be flourishing, but I've still got more to do, more places to go. And I just don't want to be like Emily Dickinson. I want to be as good as writer as her, but to be trapped like that, at least by my interpretation, and then to submerge myself in something, but it's a little unclear what my interpretation would be. Would it be that I submerge myself in a new place, or where I'm at? Good questions, right? I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. If anyone is interested in just taking a look at the cards art, this is really surprising to me because it was kind of on point, and I'm usually pretty skeptical about this stuff, but it is a full moon. And I don't know, I'm very pleased with the way that turned out, and kind of confused, a little scared, but I hope you found this enjoyable. you have any ideas, you know, what else can I do with these cards? Do you want me to, maybe I can do a reading of you guys, you know, on Twitter or on Instagram for you guys, a reading for you guys. I don't know, this is kind of fun. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.